Hey guys, today we are actually gonna head on address the deal with elbow pain, wrist pain when you're actually trying to work your triceps. I know the triceps are like super good area to kind of showcase how strong and how hard you're working at getting your workouts in. And traditionally we use the bench, right? But with the bench, most people that I run into, they complain of shoulder pain or elbow pain, and in some instances actually even wrist. So just quickly to show you here, most people kind of go to their gym or at home, like if you have a virtual studio like me, and you do your triceps and then you get to the point that you hurt your shoulder. Now the reality is that even though your muscles are getting stronger, your joints might not be ready for that much weight on them. The same goes for your shoulder, your elbow, and your wrist. And if you got questions of like, well, is it my joint or my muscles, or sometimes even the nerves, right? I have a video that you can refer to, and it kind of help you kind of self-assess. That way, when you go into your professional medical provider, you can actually go with a little bit more of a knowledge when they talk to you. But traditionally, most people try the bench, like the dips they call them. They have the machines in the gyms that you kind of hang yourself and dip down and up. But again, it's all about mechanically being able to be as effective for your joints. Okay, because the last thing that we want to do is to be able to get a workout in and then be in pain for 2 or 3 days or even weeks, right? And the worst thing that can happen is that you don't even know that even though you're working your triceps, you're damaging the stability and the integrity of your shoulder collarbone area. Okay. Now, the other tool or resource people use is like their chairs, right? At their house. If during the COVID lockdown, you were doing home workouts, you probably saw a lot of trainers trying to get people to do, tricep dips like this, right? Like so. But again, if you notice, because of the width and the dimensions of the chair that you're working with, you're putting your wrist and your shoulder at a very disadvantage because now you actually are fitting yourself to something instead of that something fitting to you. So one of my favorite tools, and you probably will see why it's been my favorite for so many years, it is the Libert equalizers. So this parallel, sometimes people call it the CrossFit, the parallels. As you can see, I have padded for people, for some clients that are more sensitive as far as pressure. So I put some foam here and here when we tip them over to do push-ups, right? But the parallels are a great tool to have because you can do cardio, you can do core, but one of the key things that you can do, right, is to fit them to you instead of the other way around. So for example, an exercise like tricep dips, and I'll show you even push-ups, you can pretty much use the width of your hips to figure out how wide you want them to be. And then you can go here so you don't have to bend the wrist. And just like the bench is too much pain on the wrist. With this one, you can be vertical, right? So you don't have to bend the wrist, flex the wrist too much, and still address the tricep. We can get to work the muscle without straining or compromising the integrity of those other ones. So let me show you real quick what a tricep with this one will do with two parallels or two equalizer, or with one. So this one will go vertical so you guys can see the benefit, and then it's going to go down, and notice how I go back with my hip and then up. So I'm not going forward to kind of strain my shoulder. I go back with my hips, bend the elbows, and then come up. If it's too much, as always, as you probably already know, you bend the knees and then you scone here. And I call this chicken wings. You want to stick your elbow out because when you stick your elbow out, automatically you do the internal rotation of the shoulder, and that's what kind of limits your mobility later on. Now, if you don't want to go vertical, it might be too slippery, you can always use gloves, right? Or you can go to the top. And again, because it's fitting to you, that is the coolest thing about it. You can be on top, put your feet out in front, chicken wings, elbows in, and again, back with the hips instead of forward with the shoulders, right? A lot of people you see on those machines at the gym, they're kind of leaning forward, really leaning and trying to get their triceps work. In the meantime, they're like really damaging their shoulder joint and their collarbone. Okay, so that's with two. With one parallel or equalizer, the same premise, right? You have this So now you're a little bit more limited because now you cannot move it as much, but still it's wider, as you can see, it's wider than your hips. Okay. Now I'm a guy, I'm a size 34, 36 on a good day, right? So hip wise should fit you. Okay. And again, you have the option of go horizontal or vertical. Okay. So if you wanted to go more horizontal, you go here. And again, I'm going to go this way so you guys can see what happens to my hip. I still don't go forward. I still go back, almost like underneath the bar with my butt, and then go up. Still chicken wing, still work your triceps without compromising the integrity of your shoulder. So if you're interested in really kind of getting after muscles like your biceps, your triceps, your abdominals, your back, without compromising the integrity of all the other ones around, especially 3-4 days or even weeks later, you got to check out the upcoming Reboot Challenge Arms and Abs edition that is coming really soon. So if you're interested, just comment below or look for the link somewhere here, because I'm excited to have you and guide you. Yes, it's not like drop a bunch of worksheets and send you on your way. I'm going to guide you through positioning and best leverage for you to get not only stronger, but looking leaner for the upcoming season. Until then, guys, have an amazing day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.